Hi guys, Brian Pedone here of Quiet Punch. This is our Try the Punch series. It's like a tutorial video series learning how to use the bag, also teaching you this technique for boxing. So today we're going to work on how to throw the cross. Alright, so as a right-hander, it's going to be my right cross. As a left-hander, it will be my left cross. The idea why it's called a cross is it crosses your body. So it's not actually, going to the side. I think some people confuse a cross with a hook. They think it's a similar idea. It's not. So the idea why it's called a cross is actually, notice it crosses my body when I throw the punch. All right, and the cross is always going to be your backhand. So I think people get confused with the terminology. The jab is your lead hand, and the cross is your backhand. Just so it's really simple to understand. Or numbers, it's the 1 and the 2. So we're going to work on the 2 today. All right, guys, so you're going to be in your boxing stance again, like we did in how to throw the jab. Hands up, elbows and chin down. We did the jab video before. Notice it has a nice little snap to it. It's quick. It's got a little bit of a setup. The cross, not so much. The cross is when you get to actually dig in. So I want to practice today on the dig in part. And this is where you need to work on just a little bit of a sit down. All right, so the sit down generates that force, generates that power, where your power comes from. That's the power. That's it. So the jab is setting stuff up. Again, like a Larry Holmes might have a really stiff jab that might be one of his biggest arsenals. But no matter how you slice it, the jab is great. But the cross will always finish the job. All right, so again, these are power punches. So again, the jab is in its own category, and every other punch is a power punch. Uppercut, hook, cross, whatever. Jab's in its own world. Let's work on the cross. So you're here. Notice I'm going to, and if you need to over-exaggerate, that's fine. So you want to work on kind of bending the knees. You're going to lower your stance, and you're going to dig in, and I want you to over-exaggerate the twist. Notice my twist, I'm actually thinking of turning. My thing is going to turn here because the hip generates the force. All right, you're going to see people throw punches, and it's a lot of arm punches. If you actually get your body into the punch, that's where your power comes from. You've seen the best fighters throw with power. They don't have to be big guys. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez, they're not very big guys. I mean, I think people see them on TV and think they're huge. They're not. So we're talking maybe 140, 150 pounds, maybe 160 at tops. Not huge. You wouldn't call them a big guy, but they know how to throw power and they get a lot of force out of it. They're using all their body weight. So imagine 160 pounds of force being thrown into a punch, as opposed to a guy, say, is 220 and only knows how to throw maybe half of his weight. So he's still not going to hit as hard as someone with proper technique. So notice here, I'm bending the knees, and I'm digging in. Notice again, digging into the power, and I'm going to do the same thing I did for my jab. My hand is a little bit open, and then it closes on the end. That's the important part. You got to keep everything loose, right? Everything's about being loose. And then it becomes a rock at the end. A good analogy is like a whip. When you crack a whip, everything's very soft on it, but then you crack it, at the very end it tightens up. And that's where the impact is. So again, I'm here. Notice again my twist. Notice I'm digging in a little bit, dropping my level. Notice the snap on it. Give me one more. Very nice. Let's practice on the quiet punch. Same idea. The bag is great for feedback. This is why it's such a good tool. People are going to knock it. They're going to say, oh, I can hit it hard, I'll break it, I'll knock it off the door. That's fine. Whatever. This is not a heavy bag. That's not the idea. It's not about hitting it super hard. That's not the point of this. It's actually the way the tool works. You're going to get nice feedback from it. This is the beauty of it. Just like somebody holding mitts. If you're watching people hold mitts and know how to hit mitts properly, they're not killing the mitts. That's if they wear a body protector, that's if they have a punch shield, that's when they really dig in. Other than that, punch mitts are more, they're called focus mitts. It's about focus. So you're basically focusing on your power, where you're throwing punches, and looking for accuracy. So, I'm going to practice my cross and the quiet punch bag here. I might set up with a jab, and we did in the other video the jab. We'll let it snap out. Again, notice that little snap. After we throw our jab, we're going to go for the cross. Notice I'm practicing on my cross. Again, I'm practicing the snap of my punch. And again, I'm looking for the center. Notice my rotation again, thumb down, thumb to the side, or again, thumb down. If you watch Triple G, he throws a lot of punches where they have a full rotation. He's also heavy-handed. But it's here, so it's... And again, I'm practicing on changing my level, getting a snap, and I want to snap it back. This is the good part about the product is you're going to get a snap on your punch. If you go any harder and you push, right, that's not the point. Yes, even for this, I don't care what I have here. If I keep pushing and pushing, I'm not getting anything out of that. That's a push, not a punch. So the punch has a snap to it. If you get a chance on my Instagram for Quiet Punch, you can see Roy Jones hit it, and you'll see. This is a very experienced professional fighter. You'll see how he throws his punches. Notice my turn. Notice my other hand, my jab hand now, stays locked to my chin. So it goes a 1-2. Notice the setup of it, it's a little snap, and then finish with the rotation. And the beauty is, again, on the bag, I'm focused on the center of my bag, or the punch. So I'm snapping the jab, and then crossing my body with the cross. Obviously, you can work on your speed, especially on the quiet punch. And that's what we're looking for. Good. Let's do 2 more like that. One more time. Good. And that's how to throw the cross. Again, there's a ton of nuances. And in the future, we'll focus more on the videos of nuances, maybe different levels. Right now, this is a very beginner, very basic how to throw the cross or the number 2 if you're good at the naming convention of the numbers. So again, it's bending the knees, sitting down on the punch, rotating, and I also forgot to mention about the elbow staying tucked, so the elbow stays to the ribs. That also helps you focus on what you're doing, which is the hip and the rotation. Notice as I turn, right, my punch doesn't come out until my rotation finishes, all right? Because I've seen people do this, the elbow comes up, and they fire like here. You're still gonna get some power, but you're not gonna generate the full force. That's what you're looking for. You want it from here, and a nice little snap. So again, that's the cross of the 2. Notice my fingers soft, fist at the end. Let's get 2 more. One more time. Good. Nice, guys. So that's how to throw the cross. I'm Brian Pedone. This is another Try the Punch series of how to throw the cross. Thanks. See you guys soon.